So good morning. It's a very red-faced me. I've just been around the park, got myself jogging around there. Well, I say jogging and walking, jogging and walking. And you might watch this and think, oh, isn't she good? But let me tell you, I've really been battling with myself this past week to get myself moving. So I started off really well, had my routine. I got up at 7:15, went for a nice walk. And as time's gone on, and I'm sure this could potentially be the same for you, as time's gone on, it's got harder to motivate myself. And I don't know if you're finding the same yourself, just to try and get into that routine. But, you know, once we get into that routine, we still need to add some colour to that as well. Now, if you think I'm some kind of gym bunny, I'm definitely not. In fact, it's only this past few months that I've tried to pick up my fitness again, because I used to be quite good, but the last few years I had a gym membership that just kind of sat there making money from me, not actually going. So there's a part in me that knows that I need to get up and get motivated. I know if I exercise, it motivates me, but I'm really struggling with my motivation. And just in terms of what you're doing, I mean, are you at home? Are you feeling kind of quite happy with where you're at? And if you are, that's absolutely fine. Don't want to change that. It's more about what I wanted to tap into is if you're not happy with what you're doing, if you feel that your energy levels are down, if you're working from home and you're not getting stuff done, you're not being productive, if you're feeling like you've put on weight, if you're feeling not as healthy as you are, if you're sick of kind of breathing the same air in the house, if you don't have a garden, you know, how is that for you? And also if you're on your own, just the lack of seeing people around, you know, these are really tough times. It's really quite hard. And, you know, I find that if I can get someone to do something with me, like my partner, then that really helps because you've got that support. But the reality is that everybody's different and we can't rely on other people to help us. For instance, my partner's dropped off of the getting up in the morning. I found that really affected my motivation. So I've actually had quite a few mornings where I've kind of laid in later, got up later, haven't been as productive as I wanted. And I know in my heart of hearts that it's down to me. And I wasn't happy kind of not getting up and not getting out. And I wonder, are you happy with what you're doing? Are you happy with, is there something that you feel that you need to be doing? Do you need to push yourself more? Do you need to challenge yourself more? When we push and challenge ourselves, we grow. When we don't grow, we die. We feel stuck, we feel stagnant, and that doesn't do very well for our mental health. And then also that allows any other kind of like worries or things to come in, because there's a space there, there's a gap there that we need to fill. So we tend to fill it with things that don't benefit us very much. Ooh, I've got a little sweat going on here. And so I'm aware of this, but still we have this battle within ourselves. So I really came to the realization that although I'm not saying anything new, and I know that you know this, it's all down to you at the end of the day, because it comes from within you and what you want to achieve. So yesterday I got up, had a run, not early, I got up later, but I still went out, because it doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't have to be as you planned it, as long as you're doing something. I came out and I started running around the park, and my idea was to run all the way around the park. And again, I had to adapt, because I realised on the first length of the park there's no way I was going to be able to go all the way around. But that was okay, that was enough, because I pushed myself more than I had the day before. So I pushed myself, and then today I got up, still had to battle with myself, still didn't get up as early as I wanted, but I still got out there. And I just pushed myself and challenged myself to go a little bit further. Now I needed some help, so I put on some music, which really helped to pump me up. And then I remembered that what actually really helps me is when I watch a motivational video. So I put a motivational video on that kind of was encouraging me there to not give up, to kind of push on and get through. And it really has lifted me. I can't tell you how much it's lifted me, because I was feeling really sluggish, really slow, really unproductive. So my message to you is just tap into what is it that motivates you, because we can't rely on other people. if we want to do something, we have to find it within ourselves. We have to be able to push ourselves that little bit faster, that little bit harder. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to go from 0 to 100. It's just starting off with little steps and then building up on those little steps. Morning, Colin. I'm well, thank you. Good to see you. So it really is just about kind of just taking a little step. Can you push yourself a little bit more than you did yesterday? What is motivating you? What is it? Is it a motivational video? Is it getting some music on and is it just getting moving? Is it a thought that you can repeat in your head, that kind of an affirmation that really pushes you? So I really just want to challenge you just to find what your motivation is, just so you can get yourself to where you want to be. And as I say, if you are handling everything really well and you're doing really well, keep doing what you're doing. But there's no harm in kind of pushing yourself a little bit. And every day is a new day to reset. Every minute is a minute to reset. So even if you've woken up today and the day's not going as you want, it doesn't necessarily mean that the day is going to continue as it started. That's just a story we make up to tell ourselves so that we can continue the day on as we wanted to, or as it's going. But actually what we can do is we can change it at any time. So if you'd like to change your day today, what do you need to do differently? What can you tap into? What can just shift your energy levels? When you make that shift in your energy level, it's amazing how suddenly the positive thoughts start to come in, and actually maybe you might go and do that task that you wanted to do that you'd kind of put off. So have a little think, dig deep. If you need some help, if you need a little bit of motivation, just, give me a shout, and I can help you with that. But let's just really keep on going. And I'm going to try and jump on and do a few more lives just to try and help motivate you guys as well. And it keeps me accountable too. So every day it gets a little bit easier. And I know the gardening needs doing, Colin. Right, what are you going to do to get out there? Is it something that you want to go and do? Or is it something that you keep putting off? And then you've got to think to yourself, if you've got to increase your desire for that thing. So if you really need to go and do the gardening and you find that you're not just getting there, what's going to give you that extra motivation, that extra drive? What lifts your energy? It could be just as simple as putting on a great piece of music that really boosts your mood, and then you're feeling like you've got some energy to do something, because it's all about energy. It's about getting your energy up when you're sitting there watching television, or you're laying in bed and you think, yes, I must do, pressing that snooze button. It decreases our energy and we don't want to do as much. So just tap into your motivation, and it's amazing what you can achieve. And it's not so much about achieving, of course that's fantastic, but it really is about what we the mood that we want to get into, so how we want to spend our day, because we may be in lockdown, but these are still days that we're not going to get back. So it really is trying to live those days as best we can, and in the mood that we want to be in, and then seeing how we can challenge ourselves, push ourselves, and keep ourselves fit and healthy, and that's mind, body and soul. So I'll leave it there for now, but just thought I'd share with you, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care. Bye.